wow, that's like someone who
Quite
stands up for women's rights.
Yeah, that's it.
Someone who stands up for women's
I
rights?
wasn't expecting that question.
A person that understands that we are all equal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feminist, I think, is someone who believes in the political and social equality of the genders, and someone who fights for equality between the genders.
I think it can be anyone, man, child, moustache, alien.
Being a feminist like today is complicated in my opinion, so I wouldn't know how to just describe it, give it a definition.
I actually don't know, and the first thing that pops into my head is someone who doesn't wax or shave. I genuinely don't know what a feminist is.
A feminist is a person who advocates women's rights and also exposes the subordination of women and also exposes the roles of masculinity and femininity and how they affect us like within our day-to-day basis and society as a whole.
So my thoughts on feminism is that I'm not sure, when people do say feminism, I don't know if they're asking me if I'm supporting free the nipple or grow your armpit hairs and dye a different colour. Like, I honestly personally don't know, because when I say feminism, I'm fighting for different rights. I'm fighting for women to be able to wear the hijab. I'm fighting for people, like for religious people to do like wear what they want. For Indians to wear their desi clothes. I'm sorry if that's the wrong term, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, I don't agree with feminism, because when white feminists ask us to voice our opinions, it's more, our struggles are more put into a suggestion box because we don't make the cut and they don't understand our struggles, therefore we just put on minute for a while, you know. And when we do get angry, like if you see a black woman angry about feminism, they usually link that to a stereotype. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't really support feminism whatsoever. I don't.
Do you mean like it doesn't really exist?
It
Like in the 21st century, there's no real thing where like there is such a thing.
Or
as
it doesn't speak to
feminism.
you.
It doesn't speak to me. It's not something I could say I support, because who are feminism? What do they support? There's so many different types of feminism. I don't know if I'm attacking my own people. I don't know if I'm supporting them. So when I'm asked if I'm a feminist, I'd rather say no, I support human rights. You know? I wouldn't label myself as a feminism.
I see.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, I always look to a lot of the celebrity feminists. Like, you know, in the 80s and 90s, we had Madonna with her sexual liberation and using sex on her terms, you know, making herself sexy and using that not as being an objectified woman, but as an empowered sexual woman. And then, you know, that helped in the 90s and the new millennium with other women like Beyonce and Destiny's Child with their songs like I'm a Survivor and Listen and Run the World, of course.
But don't you think those people like them, like, they do own their sexual, like, as their sexual being, but for the younger generation, it kind of over-sexualizes them. To the point it opens them to pedophiles. It becomes too much, to a point where I agree with feminism, like celebrities who talk about like being your true self and saying things like you know, like women isn't like the rent, like pretty is the rent we pay to exist in this world. Like, to be a feminist, shouldn't we just have to, like, why do we have to say, oh, we're sexy?
Oh, no,
to
no,
be a
absolutely.
feminist, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the women who were fighting against being told to be, you know, just mothers or being seen as whores, but they were embracing sexuality, I guess. But as adult women, I'm talking about. And, you know, and of course, like, another thing that makes me think of, like, we have a lot of feminists, a lot of older women, like, you know, like Madonna's older now, you know, Roseanne's older, Kathy Griffin. These are women over 40, and they're being told to sort of end their careers because they're getting old, you know, and stop wearing short dresses or stop, you know, dressing in certain ways. But that's sort of not letting them be,
Men don't
you know,
get told any of that.
exactly. So, you know, they're just wanting more voice, you know, to be who they are, and I think they should have that right if they want to be like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I don't know. I personally feel like feminism, like, if you like, some people don't even have the right to wear what they want, you know?
Yeah.
where most people are fighting for the right to wear less. And it's just something where I'm just
That's
I
like the double
can't
standards,
understand.
though.
Pardon?
Yeah, that's the double standards. Because with feminism, it's like
They
I'm
always
allowed to
focus on
wear-
that part of
Yeah, I'm
feminism.
allowed to be as sexy as I want. I'm allowed to wear the shorter dress that I want. or
As well,
whatnot.
it's like you have relationships.
Yeah,
A guy is meant to be older
yeah.
than the girl.
The girl has to be younger, otherwise.
But you see,
Yeah.
like Mariah Carey and J-Lo and Madonna, they all go for younger.
Yeah,
Kathy Griffin
way
as well.
younger.
Yeah, so it's in that way.
They
it can
focus
be
too much in some areas and not enough in other areas, where the areas that don't focus are like the actual things that happen in everyday people's lives, you know, things that actually affect the society.
Yeah.
And
No, the
people's
double standard
mindset.
is that you can wear as little as you want because it's your body. You're allowed to own your sexuality or whatnot, but you can't cover up because now it's seen as no. You can't be wanting to wear the hijab. Some guy must have told you to it. You know what I mean? And that's like the
Yeah.
savior aspect comes
I
out of
I
them
definitely see
to
that.
be like,
yeah.
yeah,
And that
you don't
comes
have
from
the right to
feminists as
cover it up.
well.
Yeah, and that's them being
Yeah.
feminist to be like, no, no, no.
Oh, let me
it's a
free
free
you from
country.
this and
Yeah,
wear less.
you don't
Yes,
have to
yes.
wear
Yeah,
all of
free,
it.
it's
Yeah.
not
You ain't my
wearing less.
savior. No,
No,
It's
like,
yeah.
not.
No.
I don't
So-
know. I don't
know if
like
it will
something
ever
that I
get to
can't
that
get
level.
over.
Yeah,
That's why I
exactly.
don't like feminism,
Yeah.
because you have to be one type of way to be
Yeah.
a feminist. Yeah, you have to be wearing less. Because I used to just say that I was a feminist, and every time I said I was a feminist, I would always get people saying, "Oh,
Then
how are you a
why-
feminist? You know, you're following men's rule, you're covering up," and it's like, feminism isn't about, you know, freeing my nipple and
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course, yeah.
doing whatever that type of feminism is doing. It
Yeah.
feminism is more about accepting everyone, you know,
Yeah.
for whatever perspective they have,
Yeah.
and just being okay with it. You
Yeah,
know?
and the freedom
Yeah.
to be the kind of woman
Yeah.
you want to be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And for that to be accepted.
Mm.
I think that's really important.
You know, but sadly, that's not the feminism we have in this day and age.
No.
Ideally, that's where we need to be.
Mhm.
I think once anyone can do whatever they want with their body, whether it's cover up or wear less, you've got the right to own your own body. So why should anyone else have a say in that?
I don't want more. I don't need like this, you know, free speech where we can all, you know, humiliate, shame everybody. That's
Freedom of speech is more of an illusion. If it's coming to danger a certain group of people or individual, yes, then for people will take action. Government.
Oh, free speech.
Yeah.
you know, I think free speech has limitations
Yeah.
because that's what it's all about.